Hello everyone and welcome to another FOTN review. I put a bit more of a punch down on that than usual, but that's because the fight of the night that I'm talking about was the main event of the card that happened last night, which was Darren Till versus Jorge Masvidal in London, England at the O2 Arena. And I quite like a London crowd, I like a British crowd, because we rarely get UFC events over here in the UK, so when we do get them, it's understandable that the crowds are just fucking mental. And they were last night as well, because last night's fight of the night was pretty good, I'll admit. Masvidal won in round two after a shock knockout, which a lot of people weren't expecting. But the point of Fight of the Night is to talk about what happened leading up to that fight. So that's what we're going to do. So first round, obviously, the ref, Mark Goddard in this case, calls them in. They touch gloves a couple of times. Good respect between the two. That's a prevalent theme throughout this fight. There is good respect, even though they do a little bit of taunting, like "come on" at some points, but that is important to remember. They do still respect each other. So round one starts, and Masvidal does an unusual thing for him to do. He rushes in and he goes for what looks like an oblique kick, but because of how Darren is moving, he gets kicked in the groin 4 seconds into the fight. I think that might be the fastest low blow I've ever seen, if not the fastest foul I've ever seen. It wasn't intentional. That stuff happens, especially when you rush in like that from the very beginning, especially with a kick like that. I mean, rushing in with punches, it would be a lot easier to get a hold of, but yeah. So the ref gave Darren his time after he was kicked in the dick, and Darren took his time, and then the fight restarted again, and then immediately Darren landed a left hand and knocked down Masvidal, and then mounted him and started landing some good ground and pound. There was moments where he almost had Masvidal's back and almost took it to get a submission. I think if Masvidal wasn't as crafty as he is, because he is a freaking veteran and half, he sees a lot of that stuff coming, and also it's suddenly getting brighter outside. Hang on, give me a second to sort this out. I think it was just some light that was passing through. It's gone now. Anyway, yeah. Where was I? Darren knocked down Masvidal with a good left, followed up with some decent ground pound, some submission attempts. There was a good scramble on the ground, and eventually the fight was called back up to the feet. And Darren went for that move again, and Masvidal kept it up with really good counters. First round was pretty exciting all the way through. I think the only major thing was that big left. There was a couple of good moments in between. All in all, I do give the first round to Till, especially near the end of the fight, near the end of the round rather, because he started to pressure Masvidal a lot more, had him against the cage. Basically just kept him busy, but Masvidal landed some really good counters because he's got really unusual entries with his strikes, which does lead him to the victory, but we'll get to that when we get to it. So, yeah, it was really good. I'm looking at my empty strawberry Jeff cakes packet. I don't know why. I've eaten them all. I've got flapjacks too. Love flapjacks. Anyway, yeah. So round one ends. I definitely give it to Till. Give round one to Till, no doubt. Masvidal did do enough to not lose the round completely, in my opinion, but I definitely think it was Till. Not just because it was in London and he's from Liverpool, England. Not just because that. I think he did more than Masvidal did. But then round two started, and sort of like how round one started with a foul, light passing through again, just ignore it. Round two also had a foul, as during an exchange, Till accidentally poked Masvidal in the eye. I can't ignore that light, excuse me. Okay, the light seems to have gone again from outside. Friggin' English weather, we tell you. English spring, especially. But yeah, so much like how round one had Masvidal accidentally hitting Darren Till in the penis, round two had a moment in exchange where Till tried to parry a punch, but he scraped a finger across one of Jorge's eyes and sort of poked him a little bit. Referee had to stop the fight, understandably so. Jorge said he was fine, even though Mark got a doctor in to look at it, but Jorge was completely fine, obviously. And also, much like round one with round two, when Jorge recovered from being injured like that, he landed a good shot. It wasn't the fight-ending shot, but he did get some good combos in. So yeah, basically round two was almost all Jorge, really. Till kept trying his combos, but Jorge managed to counter it really well. That was a great one where he landed a three-punch sort of hook combo. That was really good. Jorge's got amazing boxing. It all came to an end at 3 minutes, just over 3 minutes into the second round, where Jorge managed to slip a counter, landed a really good punch, and knocked Darren out clean. He landed a couple of follow-up strikes, but it was that one left hook and Darren was out on his feet. He fell back hard. Jorge landed a couple of punches after Darren fell, but like the referee jumped in immediately because he saw that Till was fucking out cold when he hit the ground. Because he was. It was a very vicious knockout. Not only did Masvidal share fight the night with Darren, but he also got performance of the night for it, so well done. But all in all, I don't know where this fight ranks as much as I liked it for a fight of the night. I thought it was enjoyable, but it wasn't exactly memorable. It was exciting though, and there was good respect. So probably not on my top 10 list, but I once again I enjoyed it. It's been a while since we've had like a super exciting, memorable fight. You know, one that I actually want to see again and again. All in all, I didn't hate this fight though. I quite liked it. I give it a solid 8 out of 10 maybe. I'm just gonna do rankings now, I guess. Yeah, I thought it was really fun. I thought it was solid. Probably not gonna stay in my memory long, but it had a really interesting finish. It was a good fight. I like the contrast between rounds with like one dude landing the foul, but the other one like landing a good punch after, well, a good shot after they recovered from it. So yeah, that was good. And I'll see you all. Oh, that's all I have to say about the fight, really. I will see you all probably Thursday for the next backtracking episode, which is going to be Kaiser Chiefs. Looking forward to do that one. And yeah, and also see you soon for more streaming of PPW. Obviously, you're not going to see a stream tonight because there's a CWL stream, and I don't want to like coincide. Also, I still have to make Couch of the Crown Arena, which I haven't done yet. Anyway, I'll see you all on Thursday at the soonest, at the latest rather. I could stream before then, I don't know. Thank you for watching, you're awesome. Bye bye.